Hi, I'm Carly, and honestly, I never thought I'd be telling this story. I've spent 25 years building my real estate business, but nothing prepared me for what my daughter-in-law did to me. My son Jake is my world. He's all I have left since his father passed away 10 years ago. Mom, you really need to stop working so hard. The market isn't going anywhere, Jake said during our weekly Sunday dinner. Your mother's right, though. Staying busy keeps the mind sharp. Monica chimed in, touching my hand with what I now know was fake concern. Speaking of which, how's your car doing? Jake mentioned the transmission's acting up. It's at Henderson's garage. They're saying it'll take at least 2 weeks for the parts to arrive. Oh no, that won't do. You can't rely on Uber for your showings. Take my car. I barely use it since I started working from home. That's so thoughtful, honey. Jake beamed at his wife. I couldn't possibly. I insist. What's family for? Monica grabbed her keys from the hook. It's just sitting in the garage anyway. My friend Rachel called me later that evening. A free car from Monica? That doesn't sound like her. Maybe I misjudged her. She's been different lately, more caring. If you say so, just be careful. Remember when she accidentally deleted those listing photos from your work laptop? Ancient history. People change. The next few days were surprisingly pleasant. Monica even called to check how I was doing with her car. Everything seemed perfect until that rainy Tuesday morning. I was heading to a showing when it happened. The truck came out of nowhere, running a red light. I swerved to avoid it, but the car spun out, hitting the guardrail. My head was spinning, but I managed to call Jake. Mom, are you okay? Where are you? I'm fine, just shaken. Corner of Maple and 5th. When the police arrived, I handed over Monica's insurance information. The officer frowned at his tablet. Ma'am, this policy shows as canceled 3 weeks ago. That's impossible. Monica just... The car isn't insured, Mrs. Wilson. We'll need to file this as an uninsured motorist incident. My phone buzzed. Monica calling. Her voice was different now, cold. I just heard about the accident. Such a shame about the insurance. Must have slipped my mind to mention it was canceled. But you'll cover the damages, right? After all, you were driving. That's when I knew. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't forgetfulness. This was a setup, and I had driven right into it. Of course, dear, I said, my voice steady despite my shaking hands. We'll figure something out. I hung up and dialed Rachel. Remember what you said about being careful? You were right. And now I need a good insurance investigator. Looking back, I should have seen the signs. The 2 sweet smiles, the convenient timing. But sometimes the worst traps are the ones disguised as kindness. And Monica? She was about to learn that this mother-in-law wasn't going down without a fight. The insurance company's office felt colder than usual as I sat across from Tom Parker, watching him scroll through his computer screen. 3 weeks before the accident, Mrs. Wilson. The policy was canceled online using authorized credentials. During my business trip to Phoenix, I muttered. When Monica was house-sitting. There's more. Tom turned his monitor. This isn't the first time this particular vehicle has been involved in a similar situation. My stomach dropped as he pulled up multiple files. What do you mean? 3 separate incidents in 2 different states. Same pattern, policy canceled, car loaned to someone, accident occurs. The vehicle owner then demands full compensation from the driver. I grabbed my phone, dialing Jake. Baby, I need you to come to Hartford Insurance, now. Mom, I'm at work. It's about Monica. 30 minutes later, Jake stared at the evidence, his face pale. This has to be a mistake. Monica wouldn't... I've already contacted Detective Sarah Chen, Tom said. She's handled similar cases. Similar cases? Jake's voice cracked. A sharp knock and Detective Chen entered, her expression serious. Mrs. Wilson, I've been reviewing the accident report. Mind telling me about your relationship with your daughter-in-law? She's been... I stopped, seeing Jake's pained expression. She's my son's wife. And the car loan was her idea? Yes, while mine was being repaired. Chen pulled out her tablet. Just got the surveillance footage from the garage where your car's being fixed. Guess who paid them a visit the day before your transmission mysteriously failed? Jake jumped up. No, no way. Service records show no transmission issues, Chen continued. But there are traces of brake fluid contamination, intentional damage, forcing you to need a replacement vehicle. My phone buzzed. Monica again. I put it on speaker. Just checking when you'll be sending that check, Carly dear. The body shop's estimate came in. $28,000 for repairs. Actually, Monica, I'm with some people who'd love to talk to you about insurance policies. And brake fluid. Silence. Then a click. Classic response, Chen noted. Give me 2 hours. I'll have a warrant for her financial records. Jake slumped in his chair. I don't understand. We have money. Why would she? It was never about need, Tom explained. Previous cases show it's about control, creating debt, forcing dependency. The brake fluid was meant to strand me, I realized. She needed me desperate enough to accept her help. Jake stood, his hands shaking. I need to get home. Need to see. No, Chen cut in. Right now, you need to let us handle this. Mrs. Wilson, I'm sending a forensic team to examine both vehicles. Mr. Parker, I'll need those previous case files. I reached for Jake's hand. Baby, I know this hurts, but remember, she didn't just target me, she could have killed me with that brake line. His eyes hardened. What do you need me to do? Act normal, Chen advised. Go home. Be surprised when we show up with the warrant. And Jake, don't let her touch your phone. We'll need those text messages. Detective Chen's warrant turned up more than we expected. As we stood in my kitchen the next morning, my neighbor Marcus burst through the door, waving a newspaper. You won't believe what I just found out about your daughter-in-law. Remember the Hendersons who moved away last year? The ones Monica helped with their retirement planning? She didn't help them. She destroyed them. Just got off the phone with Bob Henderson. Same insurance scam, different setup. They were too embarrassed to report it. My God, I whispered. How many others? 3 families in this neighborhood alone, Marcus confirmed. She targeted older residents, offering financial advice, then... My phone rang. Jake. Mom, you need to see this. I found her hidden laptop. There's a whole spreadsheet of targets, bank accounts, social security numbers, insurance policies, some dating back 5 years before we met. Stay where you are. Chen's on her way. The detective arrived within minutes, and we gathered in my living room. She pulled out a stack of files. 7 victims came forward since yesterday, all with similar stories. Monica gained their trust, orchestrated accidents or financial emergencies, then swooped in as a savior, only to bleed them dry. That's not all. Rachel walked in, clutching documents. I did some digging. She's not even a licensed financial advisor. Everything's fake. Her credentials, her work history. Jake paced the room. The charity galas she organized, those were fake too. Found transfer records. All the donations went to offshore accounts. A knock at the door made us freeze. Monica stood there, her perfect smile cracking when she saw our gathering. Having a party without me? And here I thought family came first. Family? Jake stepped forward. Like the Hendersons were family? Or the other people you scammed? Her smile vanished. Whatever they told you, they're lying. Jealous of our success, trying to cause trouble? Save it. Detective Chen stood. We have the evidence. The fake credentials, the offshore accounts, the tampered brake lines. You can't prove anything. Actually, Marcus stepped forward. Your meeting with Bob Henderson last year? I was there, recorded everything on my security cameras, including your threats. Monica's composure shattered. You don't understand. These people, they're wealthy, privileged. They deserve... To be killed? I cut in. That's what would have happened if my car's brakes failed on the highway. Please, she scoffed. It was calculated. Just enough damage to trap you, not kill you. I'm not stupid. The room fell silent. Chen smiled. Thank you for that confession. By the way, we're live streaming to my precinct. Monica lunged for her purse, but Rachel was faster, grabbing it. Credit cards and fake IDs spilled across the floor. 7 different identities, Chen noted. collecting them. That's federal charges now. Jake, Monica tried one last time. Baby, you know me. Everything I did was for us, for our future. Our future? He held up her laptop. Like the divorce papers you had ready? The plans to take everything once you'd finished scamming my mother? As Chen read her rights, Monica's mask finally crumbled completely. Her eyes, cold and calculating, met mine. You really think this is over, mother dear? I've got friends you haven't even— Save it for court, Chen cut her off, leading her away. We'll be very interested in hearing about these friends. The courthouse steps were crowded with reporters as Monica was led in for sentencing. 6 months had passed since her arrest, and the evidence kept mounting. I sat beside Jake, squeezing his hand as the judge addressed the court. In my 30 years on the bench, I've rarely seen such calculated malice. 23 victims across 4 states. The defendant showed no remorse, continuing to manipulate even after her arrest. Your Honor, Monica's new public defender started. My client wishes to make a statement. Save your breath, Jake muttered beside me. More lies. Mrs. Monica Wilson, the judge continued, you are hereby sentenced to 12 years in federal prison. Additionally, you will pay restitution to all victims, totaling $1.2 million. Outside, Rachel hugged me tight. It's finally over. Not quite. Tom Parker approached with a thick folder. The civil suits are just beginning. 17 more victims came forward after the media coverage. The Hendersons got their house back, Marcus added, joining us. Bank reversed all the fraudulent transfers once they saw the evidence. My phone buzzed. Detective Chen. Just thought you'd want to know. We found Monica's partner, the one who helped her hack insurance databases. He's singing like a canary, trading information for a deal. Good, I smiled. Let them all go down together. Back home, Jake was sorting through old photos. I keep looking for signs, you know? How did I miss who she really was? Because she was good at what she did, but she made one mistake. What's that? She messed with my boy. Mom. He laughed for the first time in months. You're scary when you're protective. Damn straight. Now, about that new paralegal at your office. Really? I'm barely divorced. The papers were finalized this morning, Rachel chimed in, waving the documents. And Sarah, that's the paralegal, she's been asking about you. Both of you, stop. I need time. Fine, I conceded. But at least come to the victim support group tomorrow. Bob and Martha Henderson are hosting. It helps to talk with others who understand. Actually, he smiled slightly. I've been thinking about starting a fraud prevention program, using what we learned, helping others spot the warning signs. Count me in, Marcus called from the kitchen, bringing in coffee. Already got 3 neighborhoods interested. First meeting's next week, Rachel added. The DA's office is sending a representative. Let me guess, a certain Detective Chen? She believes in the cause. Looking around at my chosen family, Jake, Rachel, Marcus, all the others who stood by us, I felt something I hadn't in months. Peace. Hey, Mom, Jake nudged me. Remember what you always said about silver linings? That even the darkest clouds have them? Yeah. Looking at everyone here, how we're all helping each other heal and grow stronger, maybe this is ours. My phone pinged. Another victim had come forward ready to tell their story, ready to fight back. No maybe about it, baby. This is exactly where we're supposed to be. What would you do if you discovered that a family member had been secretly plotting against you for years, like Monica did? Would you press charges and cut all ties, or try to understand their motives first? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever experienced betrayal from someone you trusted completely? How did you handle it? Some people believe that family bonds should be preserved no matter what, while others think toxic family members should face consequences just like anyone else. Where do you stand on this? If you enjoyed this story of justice and redemption, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more compelling real-life stories. Every week we explore different perspectives on family dynamics, revenge, and justice served. Turn on notifications to never miss an upload. What signs do you think Jake missed about Monica's true nature? Let us know your insights in the comments section.